All right, what do we have in store for us here? We are in the Autumn Festival 9-hole cup. There we go. There we have it. We're in the weekend round, the final round. I only played one account this week. I only played one round this week, so that's it. I was looking around for my notes and I couldn't find them, but then I think I found them. They were labeled wrong, so we will see. I know that I have no idea what's at the top, but I know that in my qualifying bracket it was a minus 19, and so I'm assuming it's going to be something monstrous. Something that I probably would have to practice a little bit more if I wanted to get to that point. And this is the deal with these practice, where you can go and practice. You practice until you make it, then you go out and hit it, and then you practice until you make it. All right, this hole right here we have to get. We have to get this hole. And I'm going to take what I am going to take. What is the deal here? I'm going to take my number 2 bag. And I'm going to take a Titan, the king of balls. 2 times. Which way's the wind blowing? Man. Alright. That's what we're going to do. That is what we are going to do. I'm going to do 20% on the drive. I actually haven't taken the shot with the rock, and I think I'm still trying to do the rough bump with the rock. And I'm going to have to put a little bit of curl on it. It's easy to miss this, where you got bounce number, you got where you're trying to hit the rough. If you put curl on it and bring it this direction, you would think this runs farther, so you would think that on your arc you'd miss it, but I think the wind is affecting the ball a little bit more than we think. My opponent's got the right idea. I don't want to pinch myself up that close. I don't want to be a half, 3/4 of a ring off of the rough. If you hit it great to the left right there, you take a big risk of clipping it, and then you're in big trouble. Oh, the nice chip. If you have lower developed clubs, you really want to get on the green so you're taking a putt. If you've got mid to upper developed clubs, taking those chips isn't that bad. I think it's, hey, what in the hell is the deal here? Max top spin. Three divided by 1 times 3/6. If I can get my shit together and not drop the first hole because I'm unprepared. And a great, just for good measure. And too much curl. Did I miss the rough? Yup. In the rough. Look at that. Look at that. Arr. What's up, baby?
I'm gonna go get my mom.
Okay.
Mwah.
Starting off in trouble already. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is with missing the rough bump. That's 3 times in a row I've missed that rough bump. What's the deal? What is the deal? And that's not going to make it. That's going to miss. I was hedging my bet, and I was on this side of the cup, so if I would have hit a great to the right or a left, I might have made it, but not a great to the right. Arr! First hole out the gate, dropped the shot. Look at that. And that's one where we have to get that. What in the hell is the deal? Yes, I have DE recorder running. This is another one of those things where Playdemic is trying to prevent me from running an overlay. All right. Now I'm whatever I needed to shoot, now I'm really under the gun. Jeez, can't drop a shot on the first freaking hole. You can use a Grizzly here, but I'm going to use a Goliath, and I'm going to use a Katana. And there's no making up for what just happened. That's for sure. For sure. I believe I'm at max club. It's 1.8 per rank. And I need to go all the way to the cup. I was on track the other day, and I left it a little bit short. All right, here we go. Here we go. Now we have nothing to lose. We can go for it on every hole. .8, 2.73 rings. Here's 2.75. Hitting it perfect. It's going to get to the cup. And that was an overpull. Arrgh. Yeah, wow. Yeah. I did a 20% the other day, and I underpulled it, and I had it on 0.2 right there, and now that was a big overpull. What's the deal? What is the deal? My precision would not have helped me. Maybe the great will help them. It did not help them. It didn't. Got a bunch of people coming over today. I'm going to cook as soon as I get done playing. I got like 3 hours of cooking to do. Got everything prepped. Well, not everything prepped, but I got everything out. Had to go to the store and buy stuff. So it's funny, as the cook, you spend 2 or 3 hours. And some of the stuff that I cook takes a whole day, and then it takes like 10 minutes to eat it. It doesn't seem right. That is really bad. Hole number 3. What is hole number 3? Man, we got to pick up everything from this point on, even to like be in the running. All right, I'm trying to get out here and taking the shot to the cup. Plus 0.1. It's plus 10 plus 0.1 to the cup. And I'm going to get this amazing. What in the hell is the deal? I'm going to take that bag, and I'm going to take a Kingmaker. Heartbreaker. Let's see if we can get an Albie. We're gonna have to pick up a bunch. I mean, you got to pick up, theoretically, you got to pick up 1 and 6, those 2 par 4s, and you have to pick up, that's 14, and then you have to pick up at least 3 more, even to just be in the, you know, in the conversation. So you got to pick up 5 at least, and we only have 7 holes left, so it's not good. It's not good. Better start right here. And they're putting Wayne back on. And they're putting on curl. They got everything on this shot. Seems like it's going to go too far, because I'm going to pull back a little bit. .4 divided by 1.2 is 2.83 rings. I'm pulling back to the +6 mark. Two rings off. 2.83 rings. This is what happens when you don't play a lot during the week. You lose your edge. A little teeny bit of curl. Perfect. I left some distance on the table, but that's going to put me either right at max thorn or right at minimum grizzly. One of the two. It almost feels like it's going to be minimum grizzly. And where I came out right there, I was in the deepest part of that fairway. So like if I would have had more distance going forward, I had plenty of room. It's much better to take this shot, because this is a great shot right here. Great opportunity. 1.1 times the wind divided by wherever I'm at in my club plus 0.1. All right. Minimum grizzly. Minimum grizzly. It's 1.3 per ring. So 2.9 divided by 1.3. 2.55 rings. 2.55. I'm in the pike. 5 by 5. Hey. You rat bastard. Where I want you. 2.55 rings. There's 2.55 exactly. And a grade. Oh. That would have been right there. Well, the first 3 were not good to me. And I should say I wasn't good to the first 3. They didn't really have anything to do with it. The game had nothing to do with that. That was all player right there. I can't even blame it on the game. All right, hole number 4. What is hole number 4? It's a par 3. This is another one of those Goliath holes. I'm at mid club, which is 2.1 per ring, with a navigator. The navigator. It's the wind divided by 2.1. Straight up. However much topspin it takes to get to the hole. I didn't write that down. Mr. No Name. Let's pull out a Goliath. .5, 2.14 rings. Hitting it perfect. Wow, I have 0 time left on the clock, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Ooh! Overpulled it. Overpulled it. At +0. It's going to be one of those rounds. It's going to be one of those rounds where this is where I like to have the... It's one of those rounds where you might qualify for the weekend round, and then in the weekend round, because I'm a peak player, I like to peak at the right time, and I very seldom ever peak in the opening round. And only having 2 rounds, this is where the 9-hole cups get me a lot. I either do really well in the 9-hole cups or I get my ass handed to me, and I feel like this is an ass hand to me tournament. Well, we got it covered. I missed it on the other side. My opponent missed it on the... I missed it on the right. They missed it on the left. So we've got them surrounded. They did win the shootout, though. Into hole. All right, we have to hit every hole from this point on in order to get to 17. And 17's not going to win, but 17 will at least put me in the... They'll interview me if I shoot a 17. All right. I'm going for this pad right here, and then to the cup. It's a +0 +0.1 to the cup. 0 +0.1. Here we roll. Here we roll. I'm going to take that bag right there. And am I going to take that bag? I think this is another one of those holes that having this... Do I have a Goliath in it? There we go. That'll work. Kingmaker. I have no notes as far as what the drive needs to be. None at all. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. All right, Mother Nature was calling. Had to talk to a man about a horse. If we can find an opponent. Maybe. Sean T from the Blue D's. Welcome to the channel. What are they using? Power 8. AKA a Power 4 ball. I think the other day I took the wind out and then I put some of it back in. I think I put a ring and a half of it back in. And that is what I'm going to do again today. 1.1 times 3.9 divided by 1.2. 3.57 rings. .57 rings. I'm going to put a ring and a half of it back in. A little bit of curl. I almost over curled it the other day. And I hit it great. And I hit it great the other day. So at least I'm staying on track. And I came out at exactly the same spot, only the other day I ended up a little bit farther forward. Good, good, perfect. I almost overran it. Okay, I should be in Goliath, and I had mid before, but I was all the way in the front, so I might be closer to max now. Is that right? Rough bump? I have no idea where I'm going to be at. I didn't write it down. I'm not that far off from where my opponent is, and their B-52 hits the same as that Goliath 135. That close. Let's see if we can be just a little closer to the left. Where am I? There's Max. There's Man. So I am in mid club. Come on. .4 divided by 2.1. 1.15, 1.25 rings. Hitting it perfect. Just a bit outside. Just a bit outside. It was 0 plus 0.1. Plus 0.1. 1.25 rings. 1.24, 2857, 14285. So 1.25 rings. Oh, oh. I feel like I need to take a nap. What's the deal with that? Hole number 6. This is a round. Yeah, I'll be lucky if I just end up with the 12. Okay, I got to go for this. Got to go for it. This is the other hole. We got to make it. We got to go. We got to go. Which way's the wind blowing? The wind's not helping or hurting us that much. Power 10 ball. That power tin ball right there works. I have one of those in stock. Let's get rid of it. Let's get it out of the queue. That bag will work. That bag will work. That dog will hunt. Ideally, we'll do driver putter, but we'll take what we can get. Here we go. Here we go. Getting out on the course. I actually don't even think I need top spin boost. I think I just need a berserker. A berserker. Yeah, I just need a regular berserker. Berserker. Three 3.2 rings. And a little bit of curl just for flavor. And a perfect. Can we make any hole today? We might make this one. It only took us 60 holes to do it, but we might make this one. It's one hole too late. If I could have made 5, then I might have been able to make them all and have some shot at it, but a 13's not going to get me. Shit, a 13 won't even get me into the top 50. Here we go. My opponent had the audacity to get an eagle as well, so I didn't even win a chest. Look at that. Good game. Good game, my man. Good game. Hole number 7. What is hole number 7? Okay, we're in the final round. We better get jiggy with it here. Grizzly, Katana, Men Club. Grizzly. This is the one I thought there was a rough bump on, but I was thinking of another hole. Grizzly, Katana, Men Club. Plus 10 times the wind. Divided by minimum club is 1.3. I'm going to round up. Seems like everything today is off, so let's just be off. Rankin from the Aberdeen clan. Wonder if that's Aberdeen, Washington, or if there's some other Aberdeen. I spent a couple 4th of Julys outside of Aberdeen. There's a town called Grayland, Washington, right on the beach. And a house out there, and you can drive out on the beach. There's an Indian reservation a little bit south of Aberdeen, and Aberdeen has a huge fireworks show. And the Indian reservation, anything they don't sell, they shoot off all their fireworks. But the beach has got thousands of people out there shooting off mortars all night long. It is the greatest fireworks show in the world. It's awesome. Gets old after a while, but it is awesome because it's nothing but it's like the finale for 3 hours. 296. I'm gonna round it up to 3 perfect rings. Hitting it perfect. Not enough. Not enough. I've been there on 4th of July 2 times? 3 times. I think we were there twice and went through the whole festivities, and then the third time we were there, some people caught the beach on fire. And we had to leave early. Hole number 8. And that was not what I wanted to do. That was not what I had planned. Hole number 8. Hole number 8. Ah, this par 4 here. Jeez. What I need to do, what I'm going to do, is I'm going to bring out a smaller ball. I'm going to play this with a Quasar. And any bag will work. Any bag with a Goliath will work. It's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. Let's see if I can make these last 2. I'm going to do +1, plus 0.1. Wherever I'm at, plus 0.1. I would like to be in Goliath, but that's why I'm bringing out a smaller ball. And I'm not going to hit it up as far. There's a rough bump you can do up there. You really don't need to get all the way to the end. There is a pretty nice rough bump. I think there for a while we were playing this and just trying to hit it right here because it opened up. There's a gap up there between the 2 sand traps, and the rough is pretty nice. I better pull out my club notes because I have no idea where I will be. .3, 3.02 rings, so let's just do 3. Isn't it perfect? Perfect. Now that should put me in Goliath range. And the way that sand is up there, there's a sand trap, then there's another sand trap, and the rough goes like this, and I'm trying to get into that little wedge right there and go straight at the cup with my Goliath and do a rough bump. I have no clue. It's whatever the wind is. Oh, divided by wherever I'm at in my club. Whatever club it is. Hopefully it's a Goliath. Maybe. Just a bit outside. Just a bit outside. Goliath. I am right at max. Excellent. It's 2.6 divided by 1.8. It's 1.54 rings. Now, Playdemic is really pissing me off. .54 rings. There's 154. Hitting it perfect. And that plus 0.1, if I'd have just did it straight up, it'd have been 144. I should have taken a cue from my opponent. It looked like they knew what they were doing. I overpulled it by about 0.1. I should have hit it straight up. Arr. And one-on-one, I play that shot. You can play that area down there a little teeny bit more distance so that you can get in there with a Marlin. I left it just a little short. The thing about a Marlin is you don't have as much side spin, so you gotta watch your angle if you're trying to use a Marlin to get it. Otherwise, you're on the G string. Am I even gonna? Is it possible? I don't even think it's possible. This isn't. I'm not even gonna end up in the top 50 this week. Ass kicking. All right. I do have a plan on this hole, though. I'm going to take that bag right there, with the Kingmaker. The trick here is to get the drive right. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot do max curl from the rookie tees. This is a great hole for a big topper because if you bring out a 3-power ball, you've got to pull back from the red line in order to get your angle right to get over into the fairway on the left. And because you got to pull back from the red line, you're getting into your big topper range. I think a lot of people forget that they have other clubs in their bag. Hell, I do. There's clubs that I don't use that, lots and lots of people use. This is the case right here. You can see they've pulled back so far. They're out of even the plus marks. And they're putting on a bunch of curl. Now, that's not too bad a curl. They're going to miss the tree with that, but they could have gotten the same deal and got farther with their big topper. Because the whole goal is to get up there into the shadow, right along the edge of the shadow, so they left a lot of distance on the table. It's about a ring and a half. A little over. And a little bit of curl just for flavor. And a grate, a 70 ring grate. If I don't clip the rough right here, I might be alright. And I didn't get quite the distance that I wanted. I really wanted to get up against the shadow that's in front of me. Alright. I have no idea where I'm going to be at in my horizon. It hits 2, 2.3, 2.6. 2 at max, 2.3 at mid, 2.6 at min, and I should be at mid club. But I left myself a little short on the drive, so I might be more towards max. If I'm in between mid max, I'm going to hit it at 2.15. Buster. Busta. Where am I? There, I'm right at max. 2.3 divided by 2 plus 0.1. 1.86 rings. Okay, I've left myself short, so I'm running it through the cup. 1.86 rings. It's 1.9. Isn't it perfect? Once again, I needed to do +2 instead of +0.1. Underpulled it just slightly. If you run all the way to the, if you run your horizon, this is a great hole for horizon. If you run, I can think of several holes in the game where you can do a rough bump with your horizon to try and get into the cup on some par 5s. And if you run right up to the cup, you'll end up being short. You've got to run through. It looks like it's going to roll out fast, but it doesn't. All right, hell, I'm lucky I got the -13. Nothing. And this is just an example of, you have to practice these holes. You've got to go out and you've got to play and you've got to keep good notes and you've got to practice. You can't run one round and then expect to have great results. The people that are at the top have practiced and they've practiced and they've practiced and they've practiced. I'm going to say there's a -19 at the top. -19. That was what was in my qualifying bracket. It was a -19, and then everybody was at 17 below them. And so I'm not surprised to see that there. Not surprised at all, but look, you have to get a -17. Man, I don't know what Playdemic is doing, but they do not like the overlays. Just to get into the top 10, by the time everybody gets done, it's going to be 17. Just to get into the top 10. Great. That's awesome. All right. Definitely not my tournament, not my round. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. What do we have next week? What do we have in store for us next week? Maybe I'll take the time. We have the President's Cup. Where are we playing the President's Cup? Join us for the iconic and legendary President's Cup. And they have no notes here. Tee off at this epic tournament and claim your rightful place. And they're not telling us where it is. No idea. Anybody have any idea? Let's see. Let's see if it's up on Tommy's site yet. The President's Cup. Maple Bay. I have to remember how to play Maple Bay. I'm sitting here looking at this hole and thinking, how do we play this hole? I remember now. Now it's all become clear. It's all remembering. All right. I will endeavor to shoot a video. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it today, but I'll do it tomorrow morning when I get up and do a walkthrough on it, because this is an older course and there are a ton of different ways that you can play it. I think every hole you've got several different ways that you can approach it. Maybe not so much on the par 3s, but on the par 4s and the par 5s, I think there's a lot of different ways that we can play it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell, do all that good stuff. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, and that was a horrible round, okay, you've got better stuff in the future. You can hit subscribe. I'm gonna give. Hey, I will tell you what. Right now, this week, I'm giving away free subscriptions. Anybody that wants to subscribe, you can do it. It'll absolutely free. It won't cost you a dime. I promise. Thanks for watching.